The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Walt Disney. Hello friends, welcome to Speak My Mind, and today we are going to talk about objectives and key results, OKRs. In today's Speak My Mind video on OKRs, which is objectives and key results, we're going to talk about OKRs, how OKRs and KPIs are different, and couple of sample templates that I have used in the past, and also another one from the internet so that you get a better understanding. What are OKRs? OKRs are objectives and key result. It is a goal setting framework. An OKR sets the basis for defining your organizational objectives over a specified period of time. Say achieving a revenue target of $1 billion over a period of 12 months. The basic behind an OKR is to set an objective and have 3 to 5 key results against it. OKRs help ensure that everyone knows what is expected of them. Now, where did OKRs start? In fact, the first references for objectives was mentioned by Peter Drucker in late 1960s, early 1970s, and he had mentioned about management by objectives. If any one of you have studied management, and I'm sure you've heard of Peter Drucker, he's the father of modern management, and you've already read about management by objectives. I'll not go into MBO, management by objectives over here, but the words speak. Management by objectives. Have objectives and then manage towards the goal through the objectives. Andy Grover, influenced by MBO, had initiated or created this concept of OKRs. And while he was at Intel in 1980s, John Doerr, who worked for him, picked it up from Andy Grover, and at a later point of time, he opened it to the world in 1990s. And Andy again utilized the same at Google in 1999. But at a high level, it's been around since 1970. Some more on OKRs. Objectives should be defined at organizational level and then rolled out to individual levels. One of the organizations that I had worked for in the past, objectives were first defined at the CEO level and then they were percolated down to individual levels. This ensures that every individual in the organization works towards the same objectives that the CEO is working towards. A typical OKR is made of 3 to 5 high-level objectives, and each of these high-level objectives have 3 to 5 measurable results listed under them. Key results are measurable through a defined set of indicators. It could be from 0 to 1, it could be percentages, but there is a numeric or quantitative value or indicator attached to it so that progress can be measured. An example. An objective can be to achieve revenue of $10 billion, and key results, growth through product worth $5 billion, increase new revenue contribution through alliances $2 billion, and enter new geographies around $3 billion. So basically the key results tell you how you will be achieving the revenue of 10 billion. Now moving on to OKRs versus KPIs. OKRs and KPIs are not to be confused with. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. KPIs are a way for teams to track within projects and initiatives. OKRs, on the other hand, are a framework for setting and achieving goals. OKRs are tied to business goals and objectives rather than employees, whereas KPIs, on the other hand, are tied directly to an employee's day-to-day work. Let's look at a couple of samples. Now let us look at the first template. The leftmost column is the objective, which is in green, and the cells in gray are basically the key results by quarter. And here is the second template. Basically, what we have done is taken the information on a quarterly basis. The leftmost column remains the same, the objective remains the same, but this particular template says what you will be doing to achieving the key results for that specific quarter. Hopefully this is clear. Here's another sample representative template which I found over the internet. It was on asana.com website. That's a good website if you want to understand more about OKRs and other metrics and KPIs. Now, the reason I've mentioned this here is basically this gives objectives and the key results under each of those objectives. And this is a team view. Basically, the templates that I had shared earlier are the ones that I used for my own objectives and key results. But this template shows how different people are working on similar objective and what their key results are to ensure that objective is met. Hopefully this is clear. Hopefully you understand what objectives and key results are, OKR, and you also understand the difference between OKR and KPI. OKR is a goal setting framework, whereas KPI is a performance indicator and how you have performed. When you set an OKR in an organization, it is basically ambitious. People try to basically set high goals and try to lay down a path to which they can achieve those objectives or goals. That's it for now, friends. I hope you have a good understanding now and you have some templates as well. Put in your goals and objectives and see how you can achieve them. All the best. Talk to you in the next Speak My Mind session. Thank you.